Alright. Ooh, there's 2 or 3 big old fish. Looks like probably catfish, I would say, by looking at them. Yeah, for some reason the Garmin, well, okay. I have the Garmin gain up just a touch. I have the Humminbird gain up just a touch. But other than that, they're both set on. Oop. Right on top of it. It's probably a big old, who knows what. Be nice if it was a big old crappie, but I don't think so. Nope. He ain't. We're in extremely clear water. This little crappie jig, by the way, this is a 16th ounce jig. I can probably see it 4 feet down. That's clear for me anyway. So, just gives you some idea. I don't know what it is, but I wish it would grab it. Looks long, so it may be a catfish or something. Alright, we're going to ease around in these trees. You know, just so you can sort of get an idea about between the two. If you don't know, these are this ML2 and this LVS34. They are on the same target lock pole, and so when I move, I have it set to when I move the trolling motor, I move both of them at the same time, and they're not perfect, but I think they're about as close as I can get them. So they're pointing at the same target. The thing about the water being this clear, you can not run over trees quite as bad. Let's get that right on top of that one. There he goes. Well, missed that one. I'll tell you, you can take it for what it's worth, but both, I mean, it's just amazing what you can see on both of these. Probably there's a big old something in that tree right there, eh? Let's ease up there and see if we can get it to react. Oops. Far enough. Nope, that's something long and skinny. See, there's a little interference on the live scope at the bottom. That's caused by the Garmin. The Garmin transducer is above the live scope, so it's basically shooting right down beside it. That pretty much goes away when I turn the live scope off, but Oop, looks like a fish right there in that tree at about 45 feet. Looks like several fish down in those trees. Just all look long and skinny. Oh, drop right down on this one. Right there. Yeah. It's not gonna move. Probably. More than likely it's catfish or something, I'm sure. A bunch of them in these trees though. There's a ton of them in that tree right there. What the heck? Let's try them. Let's try that one anyway. If I hook it, if I hook this sucker, it's not going to pay any attention to it. Hard to see them really drifting off of them a little bit, but yeah. See the jig, whoop, just hit the limb. Yeah, I don't know what those are. We do have Asian carp, so that's a possibility too. Alright, I'm just going to ease through these trees just so you folks can sort of get an idea of what it looks like. Whoa! Look at all those fish. I'll bet those are Asian carp. Oh, there's one that looks a little different in between those. They're about 50 feet. Down about 15 feet. No, doesn't look. I thought it was different till I had got close enough. Look at those. Whoop. We are in the timber, people. It's funny how. No, you can't hit that. Everything's rotted off right at the top of the water, so. Now, I think I can, okay, I have, let's go into settings just so you guys can see. Let's go dynamic contrast balanced, which is what I like to run it on. Let's just see what that does. You can still see everything, your bait. I mean, you can still see. Sorry for the wind noise. There's a big old tree right over. Whoop, I missed it. I can see the tops of them barely under the water, a foot down or so. Something in that tree right there at 40 feet, but oh man, I don't think that's crappie. was hoping I'd come in here and find a little school of keeper crappie, but that's not working out. Look at all those fish laying on top of that. As you can see, we're 45 foot deep, and both units don't have any problem seeing down that deep, and that's unbalanced. I could crank the sensitivity up on both of them, and oh, I need to be careful. About hit that tree. See, we're out here in the shorter, smaller trees that were left. Normally, let's switch back to, I have found that low gives you a little more noise, but it's also much better for finding fish. A lot of timber left in this area. It's interesting, I've never noticed that running these two together. How the targets, even though they're both set at the same distance, targets come in later on just the way the offset is, I'm sure. Okay, hopefully that helps give you some kind of opinion.